I'm Bat Elle, and I have returned.
And I am the Susbat, Rick Susman. But you are watching the Read Pile, citizen.
Alright, it's the week of July 23rd, and here's some comic book news you can use.
It's Batman Day!
It's true.
It's Batman Day! I busted out my formal Batman attire, because it is Batman Day. So.
But I have a cape.
You do have a cape, it's nice. Oh no, wait, let me see. You will believe a nerd girl can fly. Batman Day. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
How excited are you that Batman is 75 years old? I have no idea why this could possibly be negative. But if anyone can make this negative, I believe in you.
It's not negative. There have been some awesome storylines over the years. I mean,
Gotham by Gaslight. Red Mist. That's where Batman's vampire.
But we have somebody amazing writing Batman right now.
We do. We have Scott Snyder. Friend of the show, Scott Snyder. I feel like I can say that.
I never want him to stop.
and if you want to get into Batman and you don't want to start with the New 52 stuff, we'll wrap up our little Batman segment here. Check out Gates of Gotham. It was Snyder's last book before the New 52 relaunch, and it was incredible. And there's elements of steampunk, which is kind of like an overarching storyline of today's show. We'll get to that later. Big news! Kind of big news.
No.
So, there's gonna be a Fight Club 2. In comic book form. Look, I love Chuck Palahniuk. I love all of his stuffs. I don't know about a comic book. Elle, tell me why it's gonna be good.
It's not.
Okay. It could be good.
You're going to get people that because there's so many people that are going to be against it. You're going to have so many people that are for it. Like, you don't understand. It's awesome.
Well, look. I've read literally every other Chuck book there is. I
think
I used to have them on display.
If there's anybody to be able to have
I'm just
good
confused.
opinion on this, it's you.
Well, it would be. Oh, yeah, there they are. Yeah. I need to verify how much of a Chuck nerd I am.
That's not even all of them.
Okay, there's this one, and so I have literally read just about every Palahniuk. That said, I'm really not that excited about this comic book. Jesse, fetch me my trousers. No, Jesse, not those trousers. No, those are my boxing trousers. No. My reviewing trousers. Well done, Jesse.
Alright, ready for some comic book reviews. I'm going to start with one of the most terrible comics I've ever read. I don't know why I read it. I think I just needed something else to put on my list. I don't know. I don't know. It is called Damsels in Excess. And if you look at the artwork, you're instantly thinking Grimm fairy tales, Zenoscope style kind of art, and you're like, oh, it's probably, a little bit of storyline, but it's really going to be more of the like artwork and this and that. Well, it doesn't do anything for you at all. Just to sum it up, it is a world without men, because some chick got upset, her husband cheated on her, and she's like, oh no, I hate you, and then all the guys disappear, so on and so forth. Now there's 5 women ruling 5 realms, and there's no dudes. Yeah, that's sound boring? Yeah, it was pretty boring, so don't read it. And I will move on to something that it was very surprising. I didn't expect this to be as awesome as it was. It is called The Life After. And to make it simple, it is wrist cut. If you've seen these movies, hopefully you have. Wrist cutters meets a little Truman Show. And it was fantastic. It starts off, you're just following this guy in this world that he's living in, and he's living day to day. He seems like a very depressed individual, and you're just following him along, and all of a sudden he starts interacting with things. Things aren't making sense anymore. Hence the Truman Show. When you read it, you'll understand what I'm talking about. I really don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to give it away. You have to read this. The end of the book just completely opens your eyes, and it's so amazing. I really think you need to pick it up. I mean, if you've seen both of those movies, you already know what I'm talking about. You already have an idea of it. If you like those movies, then you're gonna love this, and I strongly recommend for you to pick it up. But, of course, my pick of the week is Batman. It is the last issue of the 0 year. It is the finale. We are going to find out what is going on with the Riddler, and oh my god, it was amazing. Scott Snyder, you know how to build us up and just explode our minds with the amazingness that Batman is. And the build-up was worth it. It was absolutely worth it. And the way he is taken down is amazing. And it continues, though. Even afterwards, the book continues and the story continues, and what happens in the end with Alfred, he shows what he has to do for Batman. He does something that just is jaw-dropping, but at the same time you understand. You completely understand. If you read Batman and you understand the world of Batman, then you understand what Alfred had to do. But that is my read pile, and of course, if you want to read more reviews, we have plenty on our website. Hop on there, check them out. Just what's on the read pile and the videos, not all the reviews that we do. So check out the website. But for now, let's move on to Rick for his reviews.
All right, thank you for those reviews, Elle. And as
Cut your hair.
Well, I have been one-upped. Moving right along, let us talk about comic books. Shall I do the no look? Huh?
No, you won't.
I'll do the no look.
No, you won't.
Amazing Spider-Man number 4. No decimal points required. Should be up here at this point. So this is the latest in the actual Amazing Spider-Man storyline, not to be confused with Amazing Spider-Man Learning to Crawl, parts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, who knows how many, but it's all called issue 1. Another great Dan Slott book. This is actually really cool. It is the official introduction of Silk, the other girl who was bitten by the spider when Peter was bitten as well. Pretty interesting stuff, pretty cool premise on how Silk is a part of Peter's history, how she's always just sort of been there in one facet or another. A lot of really good things going on there. Another very solid issue. The art, of course, is fabulous as well. Believe it or not, actually, the cover, I hope, is the variant cover. Jesse, it is the variant cover up here that I actually bought, not some random one you found.
Sure.
Okay. I'm worried about that. Anyway, if this is the right cover up here and you see that Silk, this is actually the variant cover. It's like the 1 in 10. So my local comic shoppery only had it for cover price, which is cool. But it's weird. It's one of those odd occurrences where the variant cover is actually, as far as I'm concerned, a lot bigger, a lot better looking than the regular cover, which I just thought that was interesting. Anywho, good solid issue. Moving on to a book that I only picked up specifically because I have, I guess, an addictive personality, and once I'm told something, I just go with it. The Goon has a new series out, The Occasion of Revenge, parts 1 of 4. Very, very, very cool first issue. I am not big into the Goon as yet, although every time I read another one of Eric Powell's works, I start to wonder why I haven't been a fan of this character all along. Awesome stuff. Really interesting characters. The city that the Goon lives in is kind of... well, this is sort of like a Sin City-esque kind of book. Very Dame to Kill For kind of things going on in here. Very much a noir book. Still very funny. Lots of good humor. if you're looking for a book to jump in on with the Goon, and you've never read any of the Goon before, I have only read one volume, and I had no problem jumping on board with what was going on here in this book. Very good #1 issue. And again, it's The Goon, Occasion of Revenge, if you want to check it out. Cool stuff. But not my pick of the week. Because, of course, it was not a Batman book. Oh, look at that. That is a fancy Batman shirt. Batman and Robin, number 33. Officially back to Batman and Robin now. Not Batman and Aquaman, not Batman and Frankenstein, not Batman and Ra's al Ghul, not Batman and Talia. I could go on. I won't. So, as I mentioned last week with Robin Rises Omega, I am over this stinking story already. I am done with this. Either bring the kid back or don't. I really don't care anymore. I'm gonna need to delete that and start again. This was an incredible issue. I now care about this again. The artwork. You know what? I'm just going to spoil one thing, and I know we try and avoid spoilers as much as possible, but this first page right here, I'm going to try and put it up so we can see it. I'll get it a little close. There we go. But just the physical, the image where Batman is staring down Aquaman while staring up at him, and you know, just simple dialogue, but you could see the frustration on the cowl. Awesome. That sets the tone for what this next arc is going to be. This Robin Rises stuff. What's going to happen between Batman and on Apocalypse with Darkseid and all the other people that are on there. And the issue in and of itself features not just Batman, but lots of members of the Justice League. Superman makes an appearance, Wonder Woman, all of them trying to sort of remind Bruce that, you know what, you can't do everything on your own. You might be Batman, but you're not a god. And it's really, really, really good stuff. Tomasi, as soon as I'm ready to write him off and consider this whole thing a wash, he drags me back in with amazing, amazing stuff. So, unfortunately, we didn't have Saga, we didn't have Trees, we didn't have Wonder Woman. Our local comic shop got really shorted by their distributor, but they were cool enough to pull some extra books for us that they thought we would like, so we give them big ups. And we had ourselves a fine little read pile this week.
Alright, that's this week for the read pile.
Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats.
There's that too.
Oh, okay. I guess we gotta thank some people, eh?
Yeah.
First and foremost, of course, we do want to thank HeroCrate. How would you like to bring in this graphic, Elle? You want to kick it? You want to Pele that sucker up into the screen?
Oh, I do want to point something out. If I look a little disheveled, you know, at this, for this frame
Nothing
here,
happened.
this clip.
Nothing happened.
Rick murdered my foot, and I'm actually holding it up at this time. It is swollen.
There is no video evidence of this. Ergo.
It is swollen.
So I guess a throbbing, swollen foot graphic would be Jesse.
Yeah,
Jesse,
like Monty Python.
Like a giant foot kind of thing coming down, but HeroCrate it.
Yeah.
Jesse, can you do that for us?
Do it.
Yeah.
Just
So thank you, HeroCrate. That is awesome. We are looking forward to getting our HeroCrate for our big unboxing. Also, reasons that I'm broke, they're mentioning that too. We should probably put ice on that. So, thank you all for watching this week's episode of The Read Pile. Do feel free to catch us on all of the credits, and then there might be something afterwards. It's not like there ever really is. But thank you, HeroCrate, and thank you, Gail, for retweeting us again. You are the best.
And thank you, Rick.
Oh.
Thank you.
What'd I do?
You're taking me to the hospital.
Oh! I guess we'll be doing next week's episode from some sort of ward. Happy Batman Day! Happy Batman Day.
Excuse me, Professor?
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Yes. Oh, you're here for the 3 p.m. interview. Very good. I am, of course, Professor von Schnassenfassen, and you would be, whom, my dear?
Elle.
Very good. So,
Yeah.
I should tell you about my recent debaucheries, yes?
Sure, yeah,
Oh,
let's go there.
I was recently absconding with an octopi, and it found me to be quite verbose. And I said to this octopi, you listen, and you listen well, you will do as I say. And it did.
It did.
It did.
What would you tell it to do?
Things.
What kind of things?
Important things. Scientific things.
Scientific.
That is all. I must be off. Excuse me, I need to return to what I was busying myself with. Yes. Yes, soon, my darling, I will feed you the world.
Three, two. Alright!
Oh god! We're gonna be taking the makers of this wooden futon. And who's ever gonna repair your swollen foot? Okay. I don't know how we're gonna do this now.
Think about sad things.
Oh, Chuck Palahniuk's writing a comic.